Hi everybody, it's Claire back with another art journal video, and in this one I'm playing in the small 6-inch white journal. I have added some gesso to the background as well, some white gesso. I've also found that in these small journals the spine can split quite a lot. So what I've started doing, particularly in these white journals, is just adding a piece of white plain collage tissue paper over the spine just to strengthen that a little bit. So then I've gone in with turquoise, sky and peacock and just done some swipes of that on my page. And then I'm using the same colours. Actually, no, I'm not. I've used, that looks like peacock. No, ocean. Like the first stripe was ocean in the scribble stick, then blackberry, and then this one is a fuchsia. And I'm just doing these sort of sketchy lines across my page, and then I'm just going to water activate them and just pull that pigment across the page as well. This was inspired by something Dina did, and I just thought I'd have a play, really. I didn't set out with an idea in mind of how this was going to work. It was one of those pages that just kind of evolved. As you'll know, if you follow my channel, I'm not really an abstract art journaler. So I think this is quite a nice thing to explore, actually, creating slightly more abstract backgrounds. And I'm sorry about my phone in the corner of the screen. You can see, I think I am actually watching Dina while I'm doing this. So yeah, I hope that's not too distracting up there for you. So now I'm just adding some night drips down the page as well. So I'm just using a round brush, dipping it in the water, getting it wet, rubbing it on the end of the scribble stick to collect some pigment, and then just letting it drip down my page just to create some nice drips down there. This is, I think it's the floor tile stencil, and I'm just using a bit of white through that. I'm just aiming to kind of push some of that background away a little bit, pull the white forwards into the foreground, and just, like I said, break it up. So I've just added a bit of stenciling, starting to create quite a nice background. And the thing is, the scribble sticks will start to pop through that white stenciling as well. Then this is the Done Is Better stencil. Here I'm going in with a little bit of night, and I'm just stenciling through, adding a little bit of text. I didn't have a lot of paint because I didn't want it to be too strong. Then just adding some white splatters. It's a lovely effect, adding splatters onto a journal page. I love how that looks. Okay, then I'm using one of Dina's chipboard shapes, and I'm going to use that as my focal point. But then I just decided I would just get the scribble sticks out and just add a little bit more pigment onto the ends of these lines that I've drawn across my page. And then I decided like it had gone too far, so I just lifted a bit off. I mean, that's the good thing. If you've prepped your page with a little bit of gesso, the pigment won't soak in as fast, the wet pigment. So you can lift away anything. If you feel it's gone too dark, you can lift it off and create more of a tint, really, than the bright colour. Yeah, so I'm just sort of playing around with trying to balance out the colour and just seeing what happens if I scribble on and then activate it with my brush, just to sort of pull those colours out a bit more at either end of the page. Then I am going in with a bit of, I think there's a bit of white paint I've added into that as well, just to mix the pigment with a bit of white and tone it down a little, and to pull it out. So yeah, that's working as well. I mean, I think with a page like this, sometimes it is just fun to just play and try things out. And sometimes it works and you'll create something that you think, I wish I could remember how I'd done that. And sometimes you'll create something and think, okay, wish I'd not done that. But it doesn't matter, because definitely for me, it is about the process of creating and just having that time to just let loose and just kind of relax, I guess, as well. So now I'm using the chipboard shape as a mask, and I'm using night. I'm just masking around the chipboard shape just to create a couple of figures. Then I'm going to flip that over, and I did add some more white onto that as well, just to brighten it up. And that's going to be stuck over the top of those two figures there. And then because I've got a bit of night left on my blending tool, I'm just adding that to the edge of the chipboard shape as well, just to kind of help that pop out. Yep. And then I have stuck it in place. I used a bit of double-sided tape and some glue as well to stick that in place. So then I'm going to follow the lines that I've drawn on my page roughly for my quote, my words that I'm going to add. Working out all the time, I'm checking, is this going to fit? Is it going to fit? Is it going to work? And then I got to about here and realised I didn't have enough space for what I wanted to say, so I had to quickly think about how I was going to finish it off, because I wanted my words to be sat on a line, but I didn't want them to just be floating. So that's why I've gone back in with my scribble stick and I'm adding another line onto my page. Now, it worked quite well before with the balance with the lines in the middle of the page, so it doesn't look quite as well balanced, but I still like how it's worked, and I've managed to finish my quote. So then I did use my little dotty stamp to add some black dots onto my page, the one that I created for Funky Fossil. I do have some available on my website, artjournallove.com, and you can pop over there and grab yourself one of those sets if you are interested. I just added some more white dots and then some circles with this cardboard tube just to finish the page off. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you want to see more of this sort of content and exclusive content as well, you can become a member of Art Journal Love. You can become an Art Journal lover. So pop over to my YouTube channel and click the join button. So thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again soon.